Welcome. I am going to give you guys a bit of a moment to come in because I had a lot of trouble setting up this live stream today. I'm trying to do it from my iPad. Excuse me. And so it was a little bit of a trouble to set it up, but I'm here now finally. And I just noticed that I haven't done one of these since the middle of October. So welcome back to those of you who have been here in the past, and welcome to those of you who are new. Not quite sure where the camera is. I think it's over there. Hello, Ale. Hello, Carol. I'm gonna have to really lean in to see the comments here, but I can see them. So hello and welcome. I'm very excited to have you here. Like I was saying, I haven't done one of these since October, and the reason for that is because there's been so much going on since October. I did go out to Colorado to the Gaia event, which was amazing, and I did some videos about that experience. And I've been really busy all of November working on releasing and creating the membership site for January, which is going to be launched in January. And I'm so excited for everything that's going on with that as well. Today, what I thought we would do is a bunch of different things. And then because I've noticed that people don't actually watch the lives after their broadcasts regularly, in other words, the lives that I create with you guys, unfortunately don't get nearly as many views as my regular videos do. And because my main intention with all of this content is to get it out to as many people as possible, I thought that what we would do today is I would transmit channeling with you. Maybe we'd do an EFT tapping together. Maybe we'd do a meditation together. Basically, whatever it is you guys are interested in doing. So do feel free to leave a comment as to what you would like to be doing today together. And then I could chop up the content. I'm just going to close this door because there's echo. That's a noise. Chop up the content into different little clips and different videos for people to enjoy at their own pace, because I am aware that these longer sessions are potentially a bit much for people to find time to sit down and deal with all at once. So my thought was, first, I'll fill you in on what's going on. I've got my cup of tea here. Hopefully I won't slurp again. No, I'm clearly not able to drink tea and do a live at the same time. I make too much noise. So I won't do that again to any of you who are sensitive to that sort of thing. So anyway, hi, Emma. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. So I was saying that I'm going to do a bunch of different things today. First thing I want to do is let you guys know a bit about what's going on with things over on over here in Vagrein world. You might have seen the video where I broke my toe. I have a very fashionable shoe here, which I've been wearing since, which I actually have from the first time I broke my toe. And so it seems to be getting better. I won't know exactly how it's going until I have another x-ray next week and see if the doctor managed to put it back into position. Funnily, with my other toe, they actually set it straighter than it ever was. So when I broke my toe on the right side, my toe actually ended up healing straighter than it had originally been. It used to be sort of curved under on itself, and now it's super straight on that side. And then, it was funny because when you'd look at my feet together, you'd see sort of my left foot, which is where you would think I had broken my toe, because it was curved in as I had naturally been created. And then on my right foot, it was basically like a shoe, like a foot model type of foot. It's very cute, my foot, by the way. So maybe now my left foot will also have a straight pinky toe. Who knows? Maybe the universe is delivering to me symmetrical looking feet again. Who knows? Maybe that's something I put on my list of things that I wanted. Anyway, so I am still in a very good humor about the broken toe, and still find the whole thing wonderfully hilarious. So that's the first thing that's going on in my personal life. Then things that are going on in work. So I'm almost finished with the back end of the membership site. I'm so excited about this thing. It is really bonkers. I keep finding more and more things that I want to include. I keep editing up videos that I haven't looked at for years that are going to be part of that site that have never been released for the public for various reasons, either because they were collaborations with other people and those other people have sort of the ownership of those particular files, or it wouldn't be appropriate to share it publicly on my forum. all the transcripts from all of those sessions that perhaps the participant was not comfortable sharing, or some of those historic ones that simply just don't have good enough video quality to be something I can share on the YouTube channel. So there's all that sort of stuff that is coming up and is going to be in the back end of the site. And then I'm coming up with so many insane projects that I want to do with the Moldavite tier. Special things that, basically anyone who's going to be in the Moldavite tier is going to be my guinea pigs for the year while I practice and create new things. So the other thing I want to do with this kind of session is give you a little bit of that wackiness and of that spontaneous creativity and connection that will be in the membership site ultimately. And remember that the Labradorite tier will get the replays of anything. They just won't be there in person on the Moldavite tier. And there are a couple different little details of difference, but there's still tons of content in the Labradorite and the Amethyst tier as well. But just back to what I was saying about today's session, I want to do with you a EFT tapping, which I wanted to do for myself this morning. So I thought that because so many people are always going through the same sort of stuff, and because I know many of you are in the middle of your amazing projects as well, in other words, the people who watch my channel tend to be people who are excited and thrilled about their service to others, who are creating these amazing projects, who are putting themselves out there or wanting to put themselves out there in the future. And we can all use a little boost, can't we? A little bit of support, a little bit of clearing on an emotional level. And I really want to share, like I said, an EFT tapping with you guys on that particular thing. I put the script into my phone, so I have that right here. So we're going to do that in a moment. I'm going to find and queue up the script. And we're also going to do a channeling with Vagrein. Let me just figure out. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do a channeling with Vagrein as well, where they just transmit whatever it is they want to talk to about this particular topic or any topic that you guys had. I'm going to lean forward. I hope this isn't horrible, and see what that comment was that popped up a second ago. Okay. Right. So someone here said, oh, hi, thank you guys, saying to get well and stuff like that. EFT for money abundance and channeling. Okay, so Ale wants an EFT for money abundance and channeling. So you know what's interesting about EFT? I don't think there is a single EFT script that doesn't ultimately bring abundance because interestingly, the majority of the blocks to abundance are emotional blocks. So as we clear out anything we have going on that's preventing us from coming into our service, we're naturally also absolutely clearing out anything that would be a block towards abundance. Abundance in and of itself is not a separate issue to anything else. Abundance or perceived lack of abundance occurs when we don't have access to the abundance of ourselves. Financial abundance arrives as soon as you are directing yourself into more and more of yourself. It's something that is just a natural byproduct of being who you truly want to be and being in alignment with who you want to be. Not because some sort of, what would you call it, reward is given to you for being who you are. But when you're in alignment with yourself, you're naturally also in alignment with better ideas, with better choices, with better access to the new things that you want to learn, with better state of being to be in good relationship with others. And therefore, they also want to help you out and they want to be on your team and they want to be part of your journey. Just checking that, and I don't see the comments anymore, but just checking that my audio is okay. Just give me a shout out if there's some problem with the audio and hopefully it'll pop up. Boop. Why can't I see any of the chat? Okay, great. So, that said, let's get into this. I will be cutting up this video afterwards, and this particular portion will be an EFT tapping. Like I said, something that I wanted to touch on today for myself, which is nervousness. Okay, so if you guys can tune into something that you have going on in your life that causes a little bit of discomfort, that causes a little bit of anxiety, maybe you have a project coming up, maybe you're working on something currently, maybe you have something you have to say in a relationship, Maybe there's something happening in your life that makes you feel nervous about what's coming next. I want you to tune into that right now and take a deep breath. Let it go. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Just on a side note, did you guys get anything interesting in the Black Friday sales? Aside from, those of you who purchased my sessions. I mean, I got an air fryer, which I've been looking forward to getting for a while and have been excited about, and just spontaneously decided to get one. And then also this breathing gadget that seems really cool. Moonbird, it's called. And so I'm expecting that to be delivered. But back to our breathing. Okay, tune into anything that's making you a little bit crazy, little nervous, little worried, little anxious. Something that perhaps makes you feel like there's a lot to do. The holidays are coming up, and a lot of people have obligations or things, a big list of stuff on top of the regular life that's added on in this season. So just tune in to everything that you have going on that's making you nervous. Allow yourself to feel the nervous. Allow yourself to get worked up on it. A little bit like, oh gosh, there's a lot. There's a lot here. There's a lot. And on a scale of 1 to 10, answer this question. Right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel this nervous. And give yourself a number. I feel this nervous about this project, about these activities, about this to-do, about the things going on in my life. Just feel into what that feels like for you. Now for EFT tapping, what we do, you just remember that number for later. What we do in the EFT tapping is we tap on different points of the body, okay? Which is why I'm kind of zoomed out. And as we tap on the points, we call up the energies, we say out loud, so you can repeat after me. If you're in a public space now and you can't speak out loud, that's fine. Just go ahead and say it in your mind. I'll give you guys enough time to say it. And we'll go through the energies of letting go of nervous energy. It's not serving us, so we might as well let it go. We might as well move back into some calmer energies, some calmer experience of our days. So we're going to tap on these points and go through and then see how we feel at the very end of that, okay? So we start at the karate chop point, which is the side of the hand, all right? And just tap gently. 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, whatever you like. Just tap on the side of your hand and relax, and let's go through this EFT tapping. So even though I feel nervous and unsure about the future and about what I have to do in this day, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I worry about things not going perfectly or something happening, something going wrong, I choose to trust that whatever occurs is my path. Even though this nervousness can feel overwhelming and like I have to do something to get away from it, I'm open to release and step into calm. Okay, so take a deep breath again. And we'll start at the eyebrow point, right here, right where the bony part is here. Repeat after me. This nervousness feels so strong right now. the sides of the eyes where it's a little soft here. I'm worried that I'm missing something important, that there's something I have to do, or I'm not going to get it all done. Under the eyes here. I feel like there's so much and I can't handle it all. And just as we're tapping, I want you to know that even if you can't tap because you're in public and it's embarrassing, you can go ahead and imagine yourself to be tapping. That will have similar effects. Under the nose. What if I'm not good enough or what I do isn't good enough? Under the mouth. This fear of it all going wrong feels heavy in my body. Collarbone. I feel it in my chest, in my stomach, or tune into anywhere else. I'm feeling it in my body. And what if I make a mistake? Under your arm here. What if things don't go as I planned them to? Top of the head. But what if it's okay to feel nervous? What if even this nervousness is serving me? Back to the eyebrow. This nervousness or this energy means I care deeply about something. Side of the eye. I choose to honor and accept and feel grateful that I care so much about this thing. Under your eye. By caring about things, I create meaningful, wonderful things for others and for myself. Under the nose. What if this energy of feeling nervous isn't negative, but is actually proof that I'm even more capable than I thought I was because I care so much? Under the mouth. What if my nervousness is just excitement in disguise and I've labeled it as nervousness? Collarbone. I choose to let go of this negative framing of this energy right now. Under the arm. I choose to trust myself and the process and everything going my way. Top of the head. I choose to believe that everything, including my sense of feeling a bit anxious or nervous, is going perfectly well. Last round. I release any negative aspects of this energy from my body and my mind. I'm calm, I'm grounded, and I'm ready for the day. Under the eye. I trust that the right people and the right opportunities are absolutely coming to me. Under your nose. I'm capable of handling whatever the universe throws at me to handle. Under the mouth. I feel peace. I feel confidence. I feel love filling my energy field. Collarbone. I choose to show up with humor, with authenticity, with compassion, and with a brightness of light. Under the arm. I'm ready to embrace the rest of this day with ease, grace, calmness, elegance, and beauty. And so it is, and so it will be. Take a deep breath. Allow that energy to come into you. Shake it off if you need to. Okay, and so now let's go back to that statement that we set up at the beginning, which was, I'm feeling this amount of nervousness. And think back to the number you had on the scale of 1 to 10 and see if that hasn't changed for you. So right now, I'm feeling this level of nervous energy, and see if that's come down for you at all. For me, it goes pretty quickly from an 8 down to like a 5, 4, right? But also, there's that reframing aspect of seeing the nervous energy as a positive as opposed to seeing it as a negative. And so, feel free to come back to this once I've edited it and check it out and practice this again anytime you need it. I hope that for today it served, and anything that you were a little bit nervous about or anxious about is dissipated, including if that is an abundance type of thing, or including if that's something to do with something very important in your life. You have this. You are absolutely capable of handling everything that gets thrown at you, and everything is going to get thrown at you. That's just how it is. We are constantly in a state of receiving and being in this world where we get situations, circumstance, catalyst, and also all of the beauty of life. And you're able to receive and to deal with it all. So that is just one of the types of things that I'm going to be offering, not only in the membership site, but in general. I'll be doing a lot more EFT with you guys in 2025. I'm super excited for it. That's one of the things that is such an amazing tool for me that I definitely want to continue to share that with you as well. And I do think it's valuable because I know that I go onto YouTube and I search for EFT videos, and often, finding them is a wonderful start to the day or a relief from something I'm experiencing. So I hope that that was something that is good for you. Like I said, I can't see the comments. Oh my God, I don't know why it doesn't stay open. Okay, great. So now I'd love to dive into a Vagrein channeling with you. Vagrein has been very interesting lately in terms of spaces when I'm not in channeling with them. They're sharing a lot of information actually about the future, which is something they don't normally do. And until they actually channel it to you directly, I don't even know what is and isn't sort of semi energy packets for me or for me to share when it's spontaneously called through me. So I'm not really sure entirely what is going on and what sort of new information is going to be coming through from them, but I do sense that there is some shift occurring both in the world and in what they're able to share with us. That is very exciting moving forward, and I'm excited to continue sharing that with you. That said, let's see what they are up to today and what they're feeling like sharing with you today. This is a live session that I've cut into different pieces to be able to share with you different parts of it. So this is the channeling session from that, and I'm so excited to be able to channel for you right now. So hi guys, again, let me just tune in, get everything organized. Whoop, okay. Oh, comments do come up. Beautiful, okay, thank you. Matilda, thank you for saying that. It's wonderful that you tuned into that and enjoyed it. Now we'll go into some channeling with Vagrein, and I really hope you enjoy. I will see you guys in a little while. Good now to you. We are pleased to be meeting with you in this fashion, in this now. It is a time, not because anything external to you is occurring, but because of your will. It's a collective, but also on an individual level, for great change to occur, in which great change is occurring. We are not to transmit any form of message or information that would, at any point in time, disempower you from the sovereign beings that you are, that we know you to be, and that you ultimately do also know yourselves to be. You have noticed for this that we do not talk much about the potentials of your future. And if this were to change, as all is in that state of change, it would only be because those whom are listening are arriving at a point in their sovereignty where they are 100% certain that all of this is good news. It is always good news. We know that this is a struggle and can continue to be a struggle for some time. It does not seem to be, is it? It does not seem to be good news when you are seeing what is on the news. And you can say to yourselves, hey, look, the reason why it seems not to be good news is because there are those who would want to cultivate fear, and that is true. At a point, on one level, and simultaneously, it is good news that there are those who would try to tell you that you are not sovereign. Why is this good news? Why are they part of the good news? It is because each and every time they try to tell you you are not sovereign, you get to choose if they are right or not. And that in and of itself is proof of your sovereignty. You did an exercise in this now, you did that tapping to allow the energy of worry to disperse from your system. This is good. It's productive, it is useful, valuable. And perhaps at the time you were worried about something that is indeed in some ways in your control. Some deadline, some interaction, and your collective benefits from you releasing these emotions, benefits from you taking the time to address what is right in front of you. Yes. And that worry is a collective energy. That worry, perhaps it is not good news. Perhaps I am not sovereign. Perhaps I do not have free will. Perhaps there are conditions and circumstances in which I can be placed into a state of not being consciousness experiencing itself. Perhaps. But that state can only be achieved by your sovereign choosing of it. The only way that you can be conditional is by choosing to be conditionally happy, conditionally free. Of course, these things will be offered to you. Of course, you will be confronted by one whose freedom truly is. In your watching of it, taken from them, is it an offering to you? To think, who would I be in that situation? And every time you are feeling pity, feeling bad for someone else, and we're not talking about compassion. We're talking about that sense of for them. Compassion is not that. Every time you are feeling that energy, you are saying to yourself, to the universe, I, in that same situation, would lose my sovereignty. I, in that same situation, would lose my ability to be consciousness, observing existence in every facet that it holds. What a pity. Compassion, on the other hand, is the with passion. Passionately knowing that that other person, that other being, that other self is most served by your belief that they are sovereign, by your belief that they are capable, by your belief that they are love and light incarnate, that maybe for the moment has lost their footing, that maybe for the moment is in a situation that is extremely challenging, that maybe for the moment does need your help on a practical level. We're not saying not to help. We are not saying tell them, get on with it. We are saying that if you can continue to see everyone as the divine creators that they are, very quickly, your worry for the world will turn into that state of knowing that this is good news. How bad can you feel and retain your good feeling state? It is an interesting teaching. It is an interesting direction that we will go in, depthen, transmit, because we know there's not one of you that is free of negative emotion. And we have said in the past, negative emotion is not the problem at all. It is what you do with it. It is how you use that clay. As long as you are attempting in your life to get away from negative emotion, we're not saying to not have relief. We are saying that as long as you are trying to escape from negative emotion, you will be chased by it. Because you are continuing to see it as negative. When really there is much, much wisdom in it. You feel negative more than you feel positive because of the value inherent for what you are wanting in the information that is transmitted with it. It is all good news. You are coming to another calendar year. You always get so excited about it. There's trepidation in the past several. What now? What next? Yes, what now and what next indeed. How did you spend this last year? Did you spend it aligning? Did you spend it creating those things that you have wanted to see in the world? We know that we have a group here that is directed to these activities, but there may be someone who has heard this who is not. There may be. There is, we see you. Someone here who has not used their year the way they intended, not used their life in the way that they have intended. And we say this is good news. It is good news that you feel poorly, that you feel bad, that this past year you have not met the mark you set for yourself. There's nothing to regret. There's nothing to look back on, feel bad about. You already feel bad enough. And we say enough because that bad feeling is valuable to you. Don't you so much want to create that thing? Don't you so much want to move into that new version of self? Aren't you ready? Aren't you? A little bit more ready than last year. And isn't that what you were waiting for? Will you get from us grand projections about 2025? No. It is because we have faith in you. We see what today looks like. We see the probabilities. But we see no need to focus on any of them. When in front of us, we have these miraculous creatures who could, in any moment, given in any time, change all of what is lined up in front of them. Allow yourself to know that power, your own power. And in this month, you will have every which being sharing with you predictions of predicaments coming down the pipeline, cosmically, metaphysically, spiritually, politically, sociologically, mathematically. They will all be telling you it looks like the forecast is doom and gloom. Oh, but how they are wrong. Because don't you know how to dance in the rain? Don't you know how to throw a party in a storm? Don't you know that it is that downpour that causes the garden to grow? It is all and always is good news. And with that, we leave you with the light and the love. of 1,000 suns. A 9-9. Hi. Okay, so that was Vagrein's channeling for today. And it did feel like it addressed some of the trend or the ability we have to, in this month specifically, in December, there are always those predictions for what's to come. And from what I picked up from this, Vagrein is not wavering in their message that it's all on us, it's all up to us, it is all, Alice says, it's all good news. And it is all good news. Now, I know that I do have direct access to the energies, and Vagrein, when they come through, they will pop up my feeling state, or like sort of I get raised to the vibrational frequency that they're at. But right now, okay, I feel like there's nothing to worry about. Like we did that EFT tapping earlier about worry, about preoccupation. And right now, I'm just feeling this state of complete bliss and excitement and just thrilled for what's to come in 2025 and thrilled for what's to come for everyone watching this. I see a whole bunch of you here on this call, and thrilled for what's to come for everyone who is subscribed to this channel. Really just thrilled, okay? I don't want to swear because I don't want to make this like not suitable for younger viewers. So yes. And what is to come on my end of things, I have my membership site that is launching January 1st. So 2025 is absolutely going to start brilliantly. You're all going to get access to so much Vagrein content. Those of you who choose the higher tiers are going to have wonderful experiences with me and have access to even more of the content. And it's just been so fun to work on this project. I do have applications right now for the Moldavite tier of the membership site. So if you're interested in that, get in touch with me, send me a message, go over to my website at www.jpherman.com/membership-sign-up so that you can check it out there, because that is a limited group and I'm running out of spots. And I am super excited for, oh gosh, December the 16th. We've got a live Vagrein Q&A/transmission. So I'm inviting you all to check that out too on the events side of my page, the events page of my website. So do check that out. That's going to be an amazing session. And yeah, I'm kind of like exhausted from some of the aspects of my business at the moment, which is like, I'm really tired. I'm really quite tired. Or I don't know if tired is the right term, but I'm feeling like the energy I have in terms of marketing is getting into a bit of a dip. It takes a lot of effort to market, or to market isn't even the right word, inform about my offerings. I have a lot of offerings. I have a lot of things going on. So I'm feeling like a bit of a dip. I do have, however, the mailing list, which will keep you guys all up to date on what's coming up and the different YouTube videos that are coming out and the different projects, etc., that are coming out. So do join that if you want to have the majority of, my informing, because it's just so much work to try and let you guys know what's going on over here and what's on offer. I'm so excited about all these offerings, but I have to let people know about them. Otherwise they kind of get, lost in the shuffle of things. I had hoped that the cats would come in and join us a little bit today, but they chose not to. That's not a big deal. I will putting some videos on Instagram of my kitties because they're so adorable. And I believe that's it from me for today. Do check out the new videos that are coming out. And like I said, in terms of this one, it'll probably upload immediately to watch the replay. For those of you who came in a little bit late, you can go back and watch the start. But then I'm going to take it off YouTube in the next couple of days so that I can edit it up and actually post it again as something coherent. So thank you so much for being here. It's been so much fun to connect with you. I loved doing the EFT. I loved doing this channeling, which I have to go back and watch because my goodness, that felt profound. And so I'm excited to see you guys either in the membership tier or at one of my events or really anywhere. There's so much coming up. Mwah. I love you guys. And I'm going to lean in again here. Hi. And turn this off if I can figure out how to. Okay. Bye, guys.